EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Tokyo taking on the New England Patriots. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing to start here is Tua. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one right.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a very good rep to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, it's Elliott. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
There's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Bro, if you don't let me fucking jump for that shit.
Completion was tight end, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. The Patriots are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jones.
Bro, catch the fucking ball.
And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll bring up second down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to throw again. And he'll be misses it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
Man, y'all don't get the fuck out of here.
Because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 and a throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do.
He breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the turnover, it's Tua. He dumps it off to A-Chain. Touchdown! Devon A-Chain with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Cam Smith. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Tua.
Come on, Tua.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Thunderbirds have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Patriots
take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Man, this nigga fired.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Thunderbirds are pouring it on. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
I think it come up with it a little bit. She was just so happy to have new customers stuff. You heard me.
Throwing Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds just continue to roll. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You heard me.
A-Chain gets it from the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
I got a nice back.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return.
Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Thunderbirds extend their lead yet again. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. Here we go. 10th carry now for Elliott. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
3rd down and 10. Now Jones wants to change it up. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down, here's A-Chain. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, and now some space to operate. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out right at the 35. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On play action, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A-Chain now up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A-Chain on the counter. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Again, it's A-Chain. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That 2 is going to change things up. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to